Hello, learners. Welcome once again to the GES Digital Intervention Program for Senior High Schools. English Language, Grammar, Lesson 4. The topic is phrases, and the lesson title, Adjective Phrases. I am your facilitator, Seth Amuakon. You will identify adjective phrases in text and then tell the functions of adjective phrases. The lesson outline, we shall do a recap of phrases and noun phrases. Session 2, we shall focus on adjective phrases. These are the keywords: phrase, unit subjects, objects, complements, modifiers, and adverbials. You remember in the last lesson, you were given an assignment about the functions of noun phrases in sentences. Compare your answers with your partners. In sentence 1, the learners is the subject of the verb found, and the lesson is the object of the verb found. In sentence 2, the facilitator is the subject of the verb is, and English tutor is the complement of the verb is. In sentence 3, the noun phrase functions as a possessive, Joe's pocket. And in the last sentence, the noun phrase, the assemble hall, functions as the object of the verb in. Now, recap what a phrase is and what a noun phrase is. You have a few seconds to do that. You remember, we learned that a phrase is a group of words that does not contain a subject and a verb. And we also said that the noun phrase is a group of words headed by a noun. This lesson focuses on the adjective phrase. What is an adjective phrase? The definition for the adjective phrase is: it refers to a group of words comprising an adjective and other words. And it gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. Now let us look at the picture here. We have a sandwich, which looks so inviting. And in the sentence, that sandwich looks very tempting, the adjective phrase here is very tempting. The noun is sandwich, and the adjective phrase very tempting is modifying the noun sandwich. We shall now turn our attention to the functions of adjectives. An adjective phrase or adjectival phrase is a phrase whose head word is an adjective. Examples are fond of gossip, very happy, quite upset about it, good at, very tall. You realize that in all these phrases, the head word is an adjective. In an adjective phrase, one or more words work together to give more information about the adjective. Examples: so very intelligent. We have so and very providing information about the adjective intelligent. Earnest in her desire. The head word there is earnest, an adjective. And we have in her desire providing information about the adjective earnest. Very happy with his work. Happy is the head word and is being modified by very. One thing you have to note is that there is no one position for the adjective in a phrase. The adjective in an adjective phrase can initiate the phrase, such as fond of gossip. That is, the adjective can come first. It can also conclude the phrase, such as very happy. Or the adjective can also appear in a medial position, that is, in the middle, quite upset about it. In this phrase, the adjective upset appears in a middle position. Let's look at some functions of the adjective. Adjectives expand noun phrases. They go with nouns to modify or add to their meaning. For example, very tall girl. We are talking about a very tall girl and not a very short girl. So we have very and tall modifying the noun girl. She is quite an outstanding athlete. Here too, we have adjectives expanding the noun athlete. He is a very short, stout, impatient, bearded man. A string of adjectives forming an adjective phrase modifying the noun man. An adjective phrase completes a verb. That is, it acts as the complement. And the second main function of an adjective phrase is to be a complement to a verb. It completes the meaning of verbs that describe what the subject is, does, or experiences. These verbs include be, seem, feel, smell, taste. These are the verbs that we call linking verbs. For example, they are really enthusiastic. The adjective enthusiastic is modified by the verb adverb really to form the adjective phrase. It is the complement of the verb are. They are keen on football. The adjective keen combines with the prepositional phrase on football. The head of the phrase is keen, and the phrase describes the keenness, so it's an adjective phrase. A third example, the boy is unusually tall. The adjective tall is modified by the adverb unusually to form the adjective phrase. It expands the noun phrase, the boy. Let's look at more examples. I felt sad. The soup smells really wonderful. She thought the suggestion was very weird. The stew is too delicious. A third function of the adjective phrase is that it gives information about an object so as to complete its meaning. Here are the examples we have on the slide. 1. Sitting in traffic drives me crazy. 2. The heater has made the room much warmer. 3. Money doesn't make us happy. Now it's time to reflect upon all that we have learnt so far about the adjective phrase. Reflect on all that you have learnt. What is an adjective phrase? And what are the functions of the adjective phrase? An assignment which will take you 2 minutes. Try this. Welcome back. Good. I hope you've compared your answers with your peers. Now, let us see how you fared. We are identifying the adjective phrases in the following sentences. 1. Seth is a very brilliant boy. As most of you did, very brilliant is the adjective phrase in the sentence there. In the second sentence, very expensive is the adjective phrase. The third one, we have just too wicked. Just too wicked is the adjective phrase. And the fourth one, clearly innocent, is the adjective phrase. Last but not least, unbelievably cheap is the adjective phrase in that sentence. The car is unbelievably cheap. Well done. Most of you got 5/5. I'm happy with your performance. Learners,